I decided I'd make a quick video. I'm really do get upset myself because I see so much stuff that gets all twisted. I used to think it was just Republicans that get things all twisted, but it's not. It's across the board. Even Eric Holder was talking about this guy who's got a possible 15 years sentence because he was supposed to rendezvous with somebody on September 10th, and he is from Saudi Arabia. Well, in the first place, Saudi Arabia, they said 15 of the 19 hijackers came from there, and like Willie Nelson said, well, if the 15 of them came from Saudi Arabia, why did they go to Afghanistan? The whole thing was a sham. They want to find out who rendezvoused with somebody on September 11th. They ought to look at our own security that was in New York City on September 11th, right at the site. Yeah, right at the towers. They had people all lined up to go in there on September 10th. And here it was, Dick Cheney, 2 months before 9/11, was put in charge of NORAD. Yes, put in charge of NORAD 2 months earlier. The towers were insured 2 months earlier. You talk about criminal. You want to talk about criminal justice. How about those facts? Those facts right there. How about the facts that no building has ever fallen from uh, fire that are built out of steel like that? Uh, just kind of like your stove wouldn't fall apart because you put fire in it because it's made of steel. Anyway, that's just one of the things that what upsets me is that he was in jail for in Guantanamo without charges for 7 years, and then they say, and Eric Holder says, "Well, now we have justice," and then Barack Obama's talking about, well, we got to go after Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda, the word came from the CIA, means base, like base of operations, like base of operations when they already had people lined up to go in, and they were in New York City for the cleanup. That's a base. That's Al Qaeda right there. That's why no terrorists really can be charged with 9/11 unless the Saudi Arabia. Oh, well, yeah. Obama's brother was directly involved with the Bushes, um, and it's all a money making thing. And there's a lot of things with these bankers, like when the Rothschilds financed both the J.P. Morgan and the Rockefellers way back in the 1800s, and they it's really something because when J.P. Morgan died, they thought he was the richest person in the world. Come to find out that he only owned 10% of his companies, that the Rothschilds owned the rest. The stock market has been rigged since the very beginning. It started actually in the 1600s with Dutch, but after that, the modern day stock market, the Rothschilds have been in control of it. And like with these hedge funds, that's really, really bad. But they had like hedge fund type of things way back in the 1700s. And so that's these oil, like back when I was a kid, just quite a few years ago. I'm in my 50s. But every time oil would spike, it rose the price of everything else. And that's what happened. The only thing that hasn't spiked or risen is our wages, except for executive wages. But see, the Rothschilds like it, dictators, because they can control dictators. They can say, "Oh, you've been naughty. We won't get an allowance. You're a lawless dictator anyway." See, they want to get everybody on their level so that they can say, "Oh, here, we'll give you some funny money if you do this," but if you don't do this, then you won't get any funny money. And that's all Obama's getting is funny money. That's all these 20 dictators that did summit. They get their funny money from the Rothschilds, but they don't understand that. They don't understand that the more they do illegal, the harder it is to dig out of it. The more we go to war illegally and do all these stupid things, the harder it is. The more it is that we're in debt to these stupid Rothschilds. So um, there was one person, Monique from Australia, MANQUE 15, I think. She says, why don't people just use their own mind? Why don't they use common sense and just quit listening to all this crap? You got companies that want billions of dollars to make these vaccines, and they're tied right in with the same people that are creating these cross things between pigs and sheep and everything else. And we're supposed to, oh, well, how do pigs and sheep and all these get put together? Well, they don't unless people put them together. Okay, well, anyway, I'm just glad that people like Monique or MANQUE 15, however you say that, ManQ, or it seems like there should be an I in there somewhere, but anyway, I liked what she had to say. Um, and I think we should speak out because it's just, like Eric Holder saying, well, we should, this is really great how our justice is working. Well, he was from Saudi Arabia, so he might get 15 years. So that's really great. Where's the real terrorist? I thought he was in. I thought he's supposed to be in. He's still supposed to be. Where is he in Pakistan now? Okay, so and the other thing, one other thing too, as I'm closing this out. Um, okay, Obama. Uh, the habeas corpus. They got rid of that in the 1200 AD because the kings were getting off every couple of years because there wasn't any laws. The kings would put people in the dungeons whenever they felt like it, but then the kings started dying. Like they'd die every couple of years, and then the king said, well, maybe it isn't so good to be lawless all the time, you know. And that's true. You want to just have no laws, and you think you got laws right now because you got somebody that you think was somewhere on September 10th, and that's your law, and so you don't think it'll ever come back to you that you can just put people away and just put people in FEMA camps and just go and do your own thing and steal from the treasury till we don't have a dime left. We don't. So all the money is in, going to these Summers and this other guy that was right in Goldman Sachs and all this and tied directly to the hedge funds. And Obama says, well, we should do something about these hedge funds. Well, you're not doing it when you hire the same people that are involved in it, are you? You're not going to do much about hedge funds that way, are you? When you're just involving all the same people and this real justice, yeah, real justice. You really want real justice? You don't really want to abide by the Constitution, do you? That's why you go and have a secret constitutional pledge. You got your fingers crossed. You're like a little kid, so you don't have to be for the people. You just want to talk to the people and say you're for them, but you're really not for them. You got your fingers crossed. Is that how it works? Is that how this fascist government works? And we're not supposed to speak out. We're all supposed to be real dumb people. We're all supposed to be dumb and just believe everything we see. I don't think so, Jack. I don't think so. I don't think we should be dumb. Maybe you can be dumb. Maybe you can get away with it for a while. But we shouldn't be dumb. Thank you very much.